Good evening. Today is Thursday, February 5th, 2026. Um, Sorry about not having a long form video yesterday, but I stated before I had nothing. I got nothing. There was nothing. Uh, this one's a little rushed because I didn't have anything for today, and I was saying I'm thinking I'm going to skip tomorrow today too because as just like yesterday I couldn't find anything to talk about. I couldn't find something that was on my mind, and that is kind of rough sometimes. You had something and you lose it, or you don't have anything at all, and like you're going probably but I, I felt like I was going to let down a lot of people, but no, I didn't. Um So I have something to talk about today. Uh, Big game is Sunday. Super Bowl, the 60th anniversary. So this game has been played for 60 years. Well, yeah, 60 years. 60 years. I have I'm been around for this is 2026. I was born didn't make it there. So 36 of them. I've been alive for 36 of the Super Bowls. Yeah, I've been alive for 36 of the Super Bowls. Wow. 36 of the Super Bowls I've been around. Did I watch all the Super Bowls? No. Um, let's see. The Super Bowl I hated the most. The Super Bowl I hated the most was Super Bowl 30. It's just, I wasn't there. I was angry. I didn't feel like I should be there. It's just I didn't like it was just me there when I didn't want to be there, and everyone is just going crazy. I did not want to be there, and that's the thing. I did not want to be at Super Bowl 30, even though the Cowboys won. Like, yeah, it's the Cowboys. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't like them. I do not like the Cowboys. I'm going to be honest. I am not a Cowboys fan. Sorry. No. Never had been, never will be. So, and I don't even watch sports like that. But I did not like Super Bowl 30. And I thought it was garbage. I really didn't like Super Bowl 30. Um, Following one was all right because it was played in New Orleans, so that was a good thing. Um, there have been some wild ones. There have been some I didn't want to watch. Like I don't watch the Super Bowl like talking about anymore. Not because I wanted to. It has to be like it has to be an exciting Super Bowl, and it wouldn't have been exciting to watch a Super Bowl that doesn't didn't entertain me. Uh, what was my favorite Super Bowl? Super Bowl 32. No, or 40. I should say 40. Yeah, 40. No, it's a tie. It's a tie between Super Bowl uh, 41. No, 40. I think it was 40. No, 41. 41 and 44. Let me tell you why 44. No, 40. It was 40. 40. Super Bowl 40 and 44. Why 40? I believe that was the year that Prince did the halftime show, and it was an awesome halftime show. It was really cool. It was awesome to see Prince on stage at Super Bowl 40. Uh, that was thing. Yeah, that was the thing. Super Bowl 40. Like, that was awesome. That was awesome that uh, Prince was on the scene. Why 44? I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As so you don't know, I am from Louisiana. This that Super Bowl was a monumental game, an epic game. I watched it on TV. Wish I had tickets to go to Arizona. I think it was Arizona or I think it was in Arizona. I'm not sure if it was in Arizona or Miami. No, it was in Miami. It's in Miami. And the deafening tone of my ex-in-laws, my friends, when the pick six happened, sealing the game for New Orleans. Even though the Saints have only made it to the Super Bowl once, they made sure that they won that game once. There are almost a few other times that they could have made it. Uh, yeah, a lot of my friends and a lot of friends were still fuming from that bad call during the NFC Championship in 2019 between the Saints and the Rams. But I guess divine intervention happened and the Patriots beat the Rams. So there's that. It wasn't something that wanted to happen, but the Patriots beat the Rams. Not something fans wanted, but called divine intervention because the Patriots beat the Rams. But I think the following year the Rams won it. But I think at the same time it wasn't. I think it wasn't a good idea. But there's a lot of controversy. There was a lot of controversy. See, starting in 17, like every Super Bowl in 17, because uh, who's taking care of the entertainment. And a lot of people are angry because it's not the entertainment they want. To that, I say, well, you need to find someone that's going to entertain the crowd, not just not a set amount of people that just want what they want because so they can feel good. The halftime show, I was there for the first halftime show in 1991. No, 1992. 1992 was the first halftime show. I missed Super Bowl, I think that was 27 when Michael Jackson played. I missed that one. But it's just that, you have to find the right source of everything to make it work well. And I think this Super Bowl halftime show is going to be a good one. Hell, the pre-game's going to be a good one. Yes, I would listen to Green Day. I heard last year's was kind of cool because Kendrick Lamar did a good job. Well, everyone's there, and then everyone at home thought he did a good job. Thought he did a good job. Those who didn't want him playing, they were just mad because they didn't get who they want. Like they didn't shove who they want down our throats. Now, one of the best things about being at a Super Bowl party is the food. And let me tell you, there was some spreads I liked, I enjoyed. There was a lot of spreads that I enjoyed when they did Super Bowl parties. When I went to Super Bowl parties. But there have been spreads I did, or just some snacks I just wanted to have while watching the Super Bowl because at the time it was well Super Bowls I watched uh, were good ones. Um, my favorite, like one of my other favorites, two favorite, my other favorites. It was Super Bowl 40. It is Super Bowl 40 because of Prince, but not only because of Prince. This was the Super Bowl on the first time I believe the Seattle Seahawks went as an NFC team and they went against the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh won it. It was something that was monumental. Same thing with Super Bowl 47. No, 30, 43, 43 because the Steelers went in 43 and went 45. Although they lost in 45 against the Packers, but it's the Packers. You gotta give it to the OG champs. It's the Pack. Um, I think the two teams that a lot of people that watch the Super Bowl would really would not watch, and I think will be a really crazy Super Bowl would be the Dallas Cowboys against the New England Patriots. Despite Dallas only having five, New England has eight, seven or eight. I think five of those were with Tom. No, I think a good bit of those was with Tom Brady. And yes, Tom Brady actually won one with the Bucks. There's that. But the loss between this thing that it wasn't a sting when New Orleans lost against Tampa Bay because uh it was just who was the better quarterback. It's just who was the better quarterback, not who was the better team, who was the better quarterback. Because both teams were good. It was just who had the better offense. And you have to give it to Tampa Bay. Um, Now, I'm not picking anyone to win this year because I I don't know what station this is. I don't know if it's NBC, CBS, or Fox. If it's NBC, I can watch it on NBC. If it's CBS, I have to get I have to use my Paramount Plus account. But there's that. But back to food. Um, I don't know. Well, I remember when I came up with the idea of strawberry wings. The idea of strawberry wings came when the introduction of the mango habanero wings from Domino's Pizza was introduced, and I'm thinking, what else could be a good sweet and spicy uh, chicken wing? So I started on strawberries, but the original strawberries were too sweet, so I needed to add some spice. So next time I came up, next time I ended up coming up with two versions, one with Tabasco and one with Sriracha. The Srirachas were extremely hot. The Tabascos had that have a good amount of spice, but it wasn't good enough. Then if I'm going to do them again, if I'm going to revive them again to have like a spice to them, um, gochujang may be a good option. Strawberry gochujang. Now I'm thinking cherry gochujang, but I perfected the strawberry wings. It was all thanks to having sweet Asian chili sauce. Get the sweetness of the strawberries, but you also get the bite of the of the chili sauce. So strawberry chili wings. Yeah, strawberry chili wings. Uh it's real simple. So listen up. You need 1 can of strawberry pie filling. 1 can of strawberry pie filling. 1 12-ounce can of strawberry soda. It doesn't matter what kind it is. It's just 1 can of strawberry soda. And 1 bottle of any kind of sweet Asian chili sauce. It doesn't matter if it's generic brand, Panda Express, which was one that actually won the best because Panda Express version of the sweet chili sauce is the one that uh, I did it for Easter one weekend, and there were none left. That was the goal. That was the goal, to make sure none was left. And that's in itself is kind of nice. Um, Now the bits that I'll be it'll be in a few that I'm going to do later will tell you that there's another way, there's another sauce of wings you can do. And it actually works with wings. But I'll tell you that during the bits. Um, that's all for today, because today is a longer one. I hope you all have fun at the Super Bowl. Hope you get to eat a lot of food. Oh, this bit's going to be a little longer than usual, but it's going to make sense when you listen to it. I'm actually going to tell you the strawberry chili sauce recipe from Jump. So, until tomorrow, remember, tell someone you love them. It doesn't matter if it's a parent, a grandparent, a child, a sibling, a relative, a loved one, or a complete stranger. Always tell someone you love them, because you'll never know when it will be the last time you tell them you love them. So until tomorrow, this is Shannon signing off.